Welcome guys to day 100 of the 100 days of making comics. It's officially my last day, the last video of this round. Man, it has been quite a journey. To say that I'm here is a little bit bittersweet. It's definitely very exciting. Sort of flurry, like this morning I woke up, I mean yesterday was officially like the 100th day. This is the video wrapping up, as I do my videos the day after, generally. And it hadn't really occurred to me yesterday, like it was like, okay, yeah, cool, 100 days. And then this morning I woke up and I was like, oh, you know, just sort of preparing my mind to do this video. And then it sort of really occurred to me and said, oh, hang on, you've just finished 100 days. And this sort of mix of emotions going around going, this means you're done? You don't have to... This silly person in front of me who doesn't want to go for a green light. Silly. That interrupted me in what I was saying. I was all motivated. Okay, so, yes, bittersweet. Like, I'm excited that I finished. I look back on what I've achieved over these 100 days, which accounts for nearly 15 pages of monkey junk. A growth in my YouTube channel. Thank you to all you lovely people who have joined along and followed me on this journey. You know, the revitalization of my Patreon page, the revitalization of my Instagram. For those of you who haven't been watching the whole series or only been sort of watching intermittently, when I started this challenge, it was not only a personal kick up the butt for me to get back into comic making, but it was also a huge kick up the butt just to get back to drawing and being creative again. I always drew, like there was always something going on that involved me to do drawing, whether it was doing like an event or whether it was doing private commissions for clients, but nothing really purely for myself. And it always been working. Like I was working on Kill the Hero a little bit, but even that was sort of taking a side step to just relaxation and de-stressing. And yeah, yes, that was quite a last year was quite a stressful year for me, with a lot of transitions, a lot of changes. I mean, that's still sort of happening now, but I've got my head wrapped around a few things a bit better. But it was, you know, there was a point where I wasn't really doing a lot. And at that point in the year, I think it was around February, the beginning of February, I think it was, Kevin Cross had announced that he was going to start doing the 100 days. Marshall Lee, was doing his 100 days. Yarn, he was looking at doing 100 days. Josh Kemble, who'd never done the 100 days before, decided he was going to officially do it to become an official The 100th member. It was a big flurry of people ready to do it, and that got me really excited. I'm like, man, I really want to do it. I wish I could do it. I wish I had time to do it. And then sort of had that realization, said, hey, that's the whole point of this challenge. The whole point of this challenge is to make time to do it. And so I did. It's definitely been challenging doing the videos. I don't have the time like that I used to do them, or to edit them, or do really nice vlogs and things like that, because I have to do them daily, or at least that was what I had tasked myself to do within the challenge. So I tried to make it as sort of simple and streamlined as possible. But I did it. It's exciting. I feel like I'm definitely in a really good habit this time around. And with monkey junk, like it's still so early on that I don't think I'm going to just stop doing what I'm doing. Waking up early in the morning is a habit that I quite like. I did take a bit of a break recently just because of a lot of stress and moving house and things like that. I sort of took it a little bit more relaxed, but I'm starting to get back into it now this week. So the last couple of days I've been doing my earlier shifts, and it's great too, because if I do that, then the creative side of my brain that just wants to work on comics is subsided for the majority of the day, which means I can focus heavier on work, which is good. Yeah, that's what I should be doing. So this routine's good. It's taught me a lot of things. I remember at the beginning of this, I talked a lot about sort of time management and making sure, you know, having like set days and things like that, and that didn't quite work out as planned. That was more so due to like my nights being a little bit more I suppose flexible, in the sense that, you know, sometimes we go out for dinner, or we, you know, go see family, or whatever would happen, or April would just not be in the right frame of mind to want to go to bed on time, so we'd have to, you know, really work around that. That made things a lot more difficult. But for the current stance of where it is, allotting that specific time in the mornings to work on my comic means I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day, which is great. So this 100 days has really developed some good habits. It's forced me to create a lot more. When I look back at some of the original pages, I'm not 100% happy with them, but I'm happy that I did them, and I'm happy that had I not done them, or had I just continued sort of pushing to try and make them work, I wouldn't be where I am now. So I'm glad that I've just persisted to get this done. I'm glad to have made some new fans and some new friends via YouTube. It's been great, you know, meeting all these new people, talking to new people, answering your questions, and yeah, just having you around means an absolute lot. That you guys, you know, have invested yourself in some part of way into what I'm doing, and for that I'm extremely thankful. Which has led me to thinking about, you know, what is the future of my channel, what's the future of Monkey Junk, etc. As far as Monkey Junk goes, Monkey Junk will continue to be a weekly comic, both on Patreon and later on Webtoons. So Patreon will always get early access. If there's ever a point where I get ahead and start producing more pages, it's doubtful for a long time, but if that ever happens, then that means that you know, Patreon will be far ahead. I still want to get Monkey Junk into print, so once I finish everything and everything's up on Patreon, I'll probably be doing a Kickstarter to get issue 1 in print. So for those people who are waiting to just get the finished chapter, that will be coming soon. As far as the videos go, like I said, my channel, I do want to keep continuing to do videos. At this stage, I'm probably thinking of maybe doing like 2 videos a week. I'm going to be having my new studio set up soon, which means I can trial it out next week to see how soundproof the room is, to allow me to actually do some videos in the morning. So, you know, if I put aside a Monday morning or something to do one of my videos, and then start editing that throughout the week, without disrupting, you know, the family while they're awake. Cause it is a lot harder for me to do my videos during the day with April. She likes to come in and interrupt and see what I'm doing, and which is fine, you know. It's that doesn't bother me at all. It just makes it harder. So mornings is probably the best time that I'll do that, to at least get the videos started. So yeah, still looking at doing like those tutorial videos once a week. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything works out. And also doing maybe a vlog style video, probably like this, where I'm just talking about my week, and then I'll throw in some snippets of video here and there, and I'll make it a little bit more vloggy. So if I'm actually going out and doing things, I'll do that. And I'll probably, I don't know what I'm going to call it, whether it's actually going to be a vlog or whether it's going to be more of an art talk type of thing. I know a lot of you rather listen to me actually talk about my process and me actually dealing with, you know, sort of getting to a point of being freelance, and just following that journey, which is what I prefer to do as well. So yeah, I don't want to bother you but talking about how many diapers I changed this week. I want to talk to you about my art process. That's more than likely what it's going to be. I just need to restrain myself from being you know, adding too much personal stuff into it. But I like that personal touch in vlogs as well. You know, I like to, you know, it's kind of nice, makes me feel real, I think. Or at least hopefully you guys can see that I'm actually a real person, not just this art slave Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday. yeah, so the plan is that YouTube will keep going. It'll just be at a smaller pace, but hopefully better quality videos. I'll actually be able to spend time editing them and uploading them and everything like that. So bear with me as that transition happens. So there'll probably be a week or so lull where it's a bit quiet. But like I said, you can still follow me on all my other medias. Like, you'll still see me on Instagram posting quite regularly. There has been a thought process in my mind of doing the 100 days again shortly, but on a more subtle note, in that way that I'll be doing the 100 days challenge, but just doing weekly updates, which may be how I'll tie in the vlog stuff. Maybe I'll do it that way, just continue it, just to keep me more accountable. Pardon me. Because the challenge is good. The challenge keeps me accountable. The challenge keeps me on my toes. The challenge keeps me consistently thinking about the book and not letting it fall to the wayside. I need to think about that because it has been extremely time consuming. I am looking forward to having these extra little bits of time in the morning and the evenings back to myself again. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to do the comic. It just means that I'm not going to dedicate myself to updating social media about it every single day. But in saying that, like, I'm still going to be posting pictures and short videos and things to Instagram anyway, so it's sort of going to be part and parcel. And maybe that's what I'll do. I remember Mike did that the last round he did, sorry, Mike Emirates, I should say. He just did quick 60-second updates on Instagram, and that was it. And then he did an update on YouTube and just collated all those videos and uploaded that. That was a great idea. Maybe I'll do that. Let me think on it. Let me think your thoughts as well. Do you want to see me do another 100-day challenge? Do you want to see me, regardless of how I upload it, do you think it's worth me doing another 100-day challenge, or do you think I should take a break and just see how I actually go, just doing it on my own without the challenge looming over my head, sort of yelling at me? Alright, I'm going to leave it there. I've babbled a lot. I've reflected a bit on it, which is sort of how I wanted this last video to go. Very happy with the results here. Very sad that I won't be doing daily videos as well, because I do love the interaction with you guys. But I think for my mental sanity, it's probably best that this is where it ends on doing the daily videos. But I will be back. I'm not going anywhere. I have also considered doing a little podcast, like a video podcast. I used to do Ink Splatter podcast, which was a very ranty style video cast, which I did, God, ages and ages ago. Wouldn't mind bringing that back, or something within that realm of idea. Me and my friend Luke at work, we have toyed with the idea of doing a podcast. Could be difficult because he's having a baby soon, but when things align, maybe I could have other guests and he could just be a guest on it. And it'll just be talking about art, maybe once a month or once a fortnight. So something not too schedule heavy. I don't know, we'll see. A lot on the horizon, a lot of ideas, a lot of thinking to happen. I think it's just putting that thinking into action that's always the hardest part, because there's always so many thoughts. It's how do you pick the best ones? How do you know which one's going to hit the mark, or how do you know which one's going to be worth the time investment? Okay, guys, I'll leave you alone. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much for following me on this journey once again for round 3 of the 100 days of Making Comics Challenge. Congratulations to everyone who has finished it recently. Good luck to those who have just started or who are currently gearing towards the end of their 100 days. And good luck to you, you, who's watching these videos, who's making comics. You might not be doing the challenge or anything, but you love art, you love creating. Good luck and stay strong, and I can't wait to see what you guys produce in the future. Please share it with me. Please connect, say hello. Let's talk about art. And the best place to do that is jump on my Discord. There should be a link in the description below. Jump into the Discord and have a chat. Be involved with it all, and I want to see your guys' art. someone suggested that they want to do an art critique, and there's an art discussion channel on my Discord where you can post your art, you can ask questions, we can, you know, give you feedback, and you can give feedback on, you know, things that I post and other people post. That's what it's there for. So jump on board, say hello, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you.